duel. Also, Ward against Skyrat Mage. In the later stages of the game, he just kills himself once the ward is maxed out.
Yeah, and I especially love it because you want to get these core, like, that's why a lot of times you see Legion picking off lane. You want a core who can do a save. And in a game against, like, Faceless Void, Pugna is a save. If Pugna's not on the Chrono, he can just heal whoever's in the Chrono, which is really nice, even as a core.
It does add a lot of pressure on the Void here. There's a lot of heroes he's got to make sure he gets under the bubble. Otherwise, he finds himself in a bit of a jam.
Man, I really do hate playing versus Void when I'm, like, in pubs. It's just one of those heroes, you just get Chrono, and you're just like, well, game's over, all right. In a pro game, it's a lot different. There's a lot more stuff going on. You're like, this guy's going to save me, this guy's going to save me. In a pub game, it's like, well, I'm dead. See ya. And you just go to the bathroom for like 40 seconds.
How about like something like a silencer? You're a silencer fan, Lacoste. What do you think about silencer for J.Storm to stop the onslaught of this potential team fight? Nah?
They need some stuns, some control, because they have Gyro's Rocket. That's pretty much it.
That's true.
Even though you don't want to pick any like big cooldown stuns. Long cooldown stuns because Legion Commander will just purge it off.
EG, I assume Fly's going to draft his own hero here. I doubt they're going to overall last pick a 5, but
true.
You never know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm with Lacoste. So on J.Storm, you definitely need maybe something like even a Sand King. You need a 4 stun that does okay in lane, I think. And yep, there's going to be Fly's Grimstorm. We saw Crit play it last game, actually, but I'm pretty sure Crit's playing Sky this game.
Yeah, it's good, of course. The stun, the synergy already with Faceless Void and Legion to assist in getting the finishes that they set up.
Tiny, okay. Similar to Sand King, but you have even a little more kill potential. Level 1, you have save with Toss even. I just like Tiny as a hero, too.
Very nice and bursty.
Double duel, huh?
Oh, yeah. I believe, okay, I do know how this it's one of the few mechanics I think I might actually know. Let's see. The duel, it does technically duel twice, but you only get the damage from the one you... No, you get damage from both, but you only attack the one you dueled, not the other one.
Yes, but you need to kill both heroes
to
get
kill
double
both.
damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But you only attack the one you first dueled.
Is it worth coordinating?
No. I mean, it does. It's like an Axe Taunt, I guess, right? You duel both of them, they are forced to attack, and so it's not bad. Like,
and
it really
isn't bad. And then you follow with Skywrath.
Yeah, you just dump on him.
That would be sick.
And I just like Grimstroke Faceless Void. It's one of the few combos that gives Faceless Void like a really good laning phase because you already you have a bash and then you have the Ink Swell. You actually have like kill potential. Before Grimstroke, Faceless Void didn't like laning with anyone because no one gave him that kill potential. And Sky Legion.
EG banned Pudge. We saw Toby one playing Pudge today, the Austrian Toby.
Austrian Toby.
And he owned. He owned.
Successful.
Austrian Toby.
Oh, like it's another save from the Chrono. It's decent. I wonder. Well, I don't think it's really decent in any of the lanes right now.
Just like, I guess if he gets momentum, he could chew up Sky and Grim and just ball up a bit, I guess. But it's due. The final choice here for J.Storm.
So it will be I was wondering, I've seen them play offlane Pugna, but it'll be 9 middle with that Pugna.
Right.
So what does EG need? They need a Abed hero, unless he is playing Skywrath. I highly doubt it, but he could. I've seen him play before in SCA.
Skyverse, Pugna mid.
Yeah, it's probably not bad, but I assume they want like an overall better hero in the game. Is Leshrac banned? No, but you don't want Lesh versus Pugna, I guess. Or Doom. You don't want a lot of heroes versus those two. Those two they counter like every intelligence hero.
Yeah, right?
Huh.
What if they go for something like a Viper, maybe Sniper, anything that rhymes with Hyper?
That works.
Is there a third hero?
Swiper from Dora the Explorer.
Swiper.
They're going with an Ember, though.
Pied Piper.
Dude, this...
That's all I got.
I don't know, man. This Ember's going to have a real... Oh, it is a 4 Pugna. I lied. It's going to be a middle Tiny. I think they switched it up when they saw the Ember, I guess. Okay.
We saw the matchup yesterday, Pugna against Ember Spirit in one of those games, and
I thought
Pugna didn't have a good time.
He didn't?
No.
Am I thinking, what matchup was I thinking where Ember got owned? Was that Lesh?
Kunkka.
Kunkka was Kunkka, you're right. My bad. Yeah, you're right. So you switch it up. Tiny, now you have kill potential, the burst. It's nice. Okay, what draft do... I actually liked EG's first 4 picks. I don't know how much I like the Ember. I'm sure it'll be good, but J.Storm... they just got to make it out of lanes, because I feel this Faceless Void Grim is a great lane. Skyrad Legion is so much damage and control. If J.Storm makes out the laning phase, I feel this 20 to 30 minute mark, this Gyro, he's going to have a pretty good time along with the Tiny and Pugna.
It's also Ember Spirit into Oracle, so he can purge off his Flame Guard, but they don't have enough control for Ember Spirit. Besides the root from Oracle, Gyro's Rocket's not going to hit. I guess that's why they picked the Tiny. Yeah, so they have something with the low cooldown stun, and they also put it mid lane so he gets more levels and better timing on a Blink Dagger.
I just realized Grimstroke and Legion look like they have very similar eyes and faces. Like, look at.
Yeah, they're both from like the
Nothal realm.
The Nothal realm.
I just like making up words.
Yeah.
That's a real place apparently in Dota lore. Do you know who lives there?
Who?
I don't know. I'm asking you, dog.
Nothal
no, I think that's
himself?
like the Void play. I think it's like Enigma and Darkseer and shit, I believe.
All right.
Yeah. Not Legion or Grim, I think they're from World Earth.
World Earth?
Or or whatever. I guess I shouldn't say Azeroth. But what is the Dota? Does Dota, like the land, have a name? I never really thought about it. I'm sure it does. Yeah. Wait, what is it? River Styx?
I can't mention it on stream.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I am driving this one. Let's get into it. I swear I'll be better than yesterday.
And let's get into it. EG versus J.Storm, game number 2. Fear going against his old team on this Oracle. Abed and Ramses, the new blood. Can they make EG a Tier 1 team for this season? Well, you're going to find out in this series starting now.
Boop, 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 boop. And we see this more often. Pugna, any position 4 hero, starting with the Ring of Basset, since you can't buy Ring of Protection in the side shop anymore, and someone shares a tango or 2 to him so he can play aggressively.
I've seen a lot of Maranas doing it, but I still see a couple just doing Sage's Mask, and it's weird. And I like he does get a tango from his
because they
offlaner.
don't read patch notes, that's why.
Yeah, probably. Do you read patch notes? Are you guys patch notes readers, like right when they come out, you're like, let's dig?
Yes, I read patch notes like 10 times, even before I go to tournament. I read the last 3 patch notes just so that I don't miss something. Because I'm stupid and I forget things.
Yeah. Dude, I always I download, I get the patch notes like on my phone, so it's cached, so I can still read on the plane. Then I don't know. I always forget it anyways. I'm so bad at memorizing stuff.
Yeah, I'm about a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah. We see Moo, he all chats, I love Dota 2 smiley face, so that's good. Good to love what you play.
I love Dota 2.
The battle begins.
All right, let's get into it here. Let's see if J.Storm can get the first scratch on the EG record book for this qualifier run.
If you didn't know, Quincy Crew and EG both right now undefeated. I believe they are. Actually, I'm going to give a quick check on the standings.
Oh, a little bit of a skirmish to start this one out. They are surrounding Fly's Grimstroke here, and they will bring him down. It's Brax to secure the first blood.
And sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but 56-minute game, Quincy Crew, they have the first scratch on their armor. The Fighting Pepegas take him in game number 1, which is happening on I believe, Beyond the Summit 2.
Beyond the Summit 2?
I believe, yep.
Go check it out. Lots of Dota action happening right now. Yeah, there's multiple lines of NA games going on, so be sure to support all the action. Get that multi-stream going, people. The Dota is happening. Support the games you love.
Doom now eating a ton of damage up there. But
once they get to level 2, I think there's a lot of kill potential on side of EG. In this lane, Grimstroke with the Stroke of Fate plus Inkswall. Also, Void can position himself better with the Time Walk.
In the middle, 6-1 versus 3-0. Tiny should be doing very well in this lane, especially with a Quelling Blade in that tree. You should be getting most of the last hits.
Is that like the whole laning phase, or is it only a good head start for Tiny?
I think Tiny dominates for most of it. And Ember, they both go back to the jungle, and Ember will definitely want to start ganking before the Tiny. Yeah. That's the thing. You get a rune somewhere, you go to that lane, you make something happen. You catch up by getting kills.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to move to Tiny's lane to gank the Ember Spirit because it's Pugna position 4.
Yeah,
that's really not a hero that you want to move from lane. He just wants to stay in the lane, keep harassing, and there's the go on a top lane. Stun.
Oh, man, the range on that stun is very nice. But it's actually, looking like Arteezy eats a bulk of the damage in that exchange.
He has this Pugna. The range and his base damage. Moose is just like right-clicking. He does about 55 a hit.
And he's speedy, too. He's, able to kind of duck in and out and get those pesky long-range right-clicks in.
Also, Doom is a hero that has 0 starting armor, so he just buys Chainmail, extra 4 armor plus 2 from Bassi. Now he can trade hits.
Lacoste, I want you to call me dumb, but I thought Time Lock used to be physical. When did it get changed to magical, or am I crazy?
Pretty long? I don't know, 7 versions ago.
Well, at least not 7 years. That's good.
I was like, when Dota became Dota 2.
That's when it changed. Oh, shit. Okay, that's good to know.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It could be a couple of years. I'm not even sure.
I was just like, I just looked and I was like, oh, it's not physical, even though technically it is a physical being doing physical damage. But yeah, I digress.
Yeah, I don't know if the concept of time is magic or not.
Yeah, me either.
Thanks, time is magical damage.
Dude, I heard they're making a new movie. My God. Aren't they too old?
No way, man.
Which one?
Cheech and Chong.
I have no fucking clue what that is.
It's American staple.
Nope. We'll get you up to date after this, Lacoste. Oh, I like what Moose do. I like that. Fear walks over to the Newts just to give vision so that his flat cannon hits. He might die for it, but I like the play.
He's trying to fend them off a bit. Moo's going to be fine, but eats a wealth of damage.
Yeah, every single Legion commander that I saw throughout these qualifiers is going for 0-2-2 build, and then he gets 1 point in overwhelming odds on level 5 just for some extra move speed and kill potential. But in this lane, they're going to harass them a lot with Skywrath Mage, so there's kill potential before they get level 6, which I think is a correct choice from Ramses.
And he's not playing versus any melee, which I'm assuming helps, since you can't just like trade hits at the creep wave.
Ramses tipping the mid laner, the opposing mid laner. Kind of random.
Letting him know.
Hey, I see you.
Oop, crit. Has an invis bottom. Does he save it for Abed? No, because 9's going to be running down there. Yeah, he'll just scoop it up. Right, I love how he waits for him to get in vision. Like, no, I'll be taking that.
You want to see me grab this right now? Just waste that little bit of extra time, that little bit of extra distance he had to go.
Dude, that really does hurt the Tiny. He has a stick and 1 more mango, but if you get that rune, like, you just dominate this lane. Now it's going to be a little bit worse for him. They're actually tied middle, surprisingly. Ember a little ahead.
Sun's out. Harassment trading here. Obviously the shield's going to be withstanding a lot of the extra deeps coming out. But until we see these mid laners really able to break away, I wouldn't expect too much action, or at least too much bloodshed coming out their way.
5-minute rune, and 9, he missed the rune last time. He's like, I got to get at least one of the bounties this time, and doesn't look like Dire will contest too hard top.
Yeah, he's going to stack the camps for himself, pick up that bounty. On top, it's going to be 2 for 2.
Yeah, looks like it. They'll be fine.
Split for both teams here. Just a very mild eco advantage at the moment for J.Storm. Nothing to really boast about here. But here we have Arteezy towards the top lane. He's got the stun and the pressure coming out onto Brax. The time lock's there too. Turnarounds hits him with the blades, but they're just, exchanging some pleasantries for now. Nothing too hard committal. Meanwhile, bottom lane, that's where the real pleasantries are at, and they get the firepower to finish off Moo.
Blows up. Now I just realized, in this Chrono, when Arteezy doesn't have BK, it's going to be hilarious. You have Decrep as well as the Oracle. He's just never going to be able to attack, it doesn't feel like.
Certainly going to be rough. If he doesn't have the BKB for himself on the Edict, it's the Decrept on the other side.
That is a lot of stuff. Like, I EG's draft overall, like the laning phase, it's going to be great, but I feel once you do get to these team fights, J.Storm, fight for the rune. Sorry,
9 doesn't get another rune. It's bottom.
And it looks like it's going to be safe. Because the Ember's 6 now, the Skywrath doesn't have to worry about stealing it, and he can just leave it. That's rough. But that's always been mid lane, right? Like, you either get runes and you can win a lane, or you don't get the runes and you feel real bad.
Pressure on Fear, bottom lane. Self-face Edict to fend off the pressure, and Moo will also be there to keep Ramses back in at bay, but they're letting him know they're in command in this bottom lane, and Ramses is at the top with the last
Ramses
hits.
with double
bracers. And phase boot probably
Unkillable.
next, yep. I love it. I mean, it works, right? That's one of the things. Like, if it works, why change it?
Yeah, I think Skywrath Mage should stay away a bit from the XP range.
Let him get 6.
Yeah, Legion Commander gets level 6 and can easily snowball.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a great taunt. Spamming it all day.
9, he's actually the first one to leave the lane. He's stacking the creeps again for a Trill Stain. He's rotating on top.
Yeah, kind of getting the peek ahead here at top already. Obviously no level 6 yet on Doom. Moose is hiding within the trees, and here goes 9. Decrep is there. The multi-stuns, the toss up and down. There's the knife, but not enough.
Nice. He popped the stick
done.
before.
Radiant structures are fortified.
A lot of time wasted because they did not get that kill. So 9 immediately TPs to mid to get some XP and the last hits.
It sucks you didn't get the kill, but I guess it's not bad, right? Arteezy's actually walking all the way back. I thought he would stay, but he's not, so not as bad as it looked for Tiny.
Yeah, Arteezy probably flaming someone who popped their shrine.
Yeah, what the hell? And then you just see it's Abed farming jungle stacks. He's like, yeah, I got this. Oh, top, fly by himself.
He's surrounded a bit. Braxton Moose here, tag teaming him.
Is under attack.
Oh, they still want more, man. They are
Fear's here.
Full. Yeah, they've got everyone up top now, almost.
Level 2 Purifying Flame. He should be able to get it done right here.
Killed that position. 5.
Boom. Got it.
Close. If he got in that trees, didn't get auto-take, he would have healed up, but Fear gets in. Now you have 4 heroes top, the rotation you normally see on the other side.
Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, you're going to lose the tower because of that rotation. Legion Commander is level 6. Got phase boots after this.
Then he gets last hit.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, Ramsey's looking quite yoked on this one, I think is the conclusion. Once the duels start coming out, we could see some good snowball potential here. Pairing together with the other level 6s that are going to be coming online momentarily.
Look what Abed's doing. He's actually cutting the creep. I don't know why he's cutting his creep wave, but he is at like the bottom or the top tier 3. Doesn't even have flame guard up. He's just chilling.
Because if he's farming mid, then Arteezy does not have
anywhere.
Yeah, doesn't have a lane because top lane was in a really bad spot, and they are lurking around, trying to get a kill. Doom is about to hit level 6.
Yeah, they're going on mid, it looks like, while there is still a little bit of shenanigans breaking out with
Duel.
that Abed action. Mid lane, though,
I don't think he'll get the damage, but they should get the kill.
It's taking quite a bit of effort. It is 3 EG members
4.
can't get down this Tiny. My goodness.
He's a beast.
Abed's here now. Still trying to get it done. They can't. Fear's here, bells him out.
That was
Moose also in
Moose.
trouble, but okay, it looks like they got him. There's the
Legion Commander almost got the damage from it.
wow.
Dude, that was crazy. Dude, that was a 6. Moose did die, but he actually saved the Tiny there with his decrep, so teamwork, man. Just treads in level 6, right? The grow 10 armor. That's a lot of armor. It's plate mail, my friend.
Yeah, he was certainly able to flex off that.
Dude, I was like, they might be able to get this. They're like, he wasn't even at 50% life by the end of the duel. Oh, okay. That makes sense. And that's the one problem. I guess Sky definitely needs level 6 now if they're going to do something like that. And he is still a little bit far away.
Yeah, he's going to buy his dome right now.
10 minutes
to level 6, probably buy a smoke, play with Legion Commander or with Faceless Void. Faceless Void is 6, doesn't have a point in Chrono.
Okay, interesting. And we do see Fly did go down, but he stole the rune, so he did his job. Inkswell died to the gyro and got the rune. So very even game this time. Does not look anything like last game right now.
Yeah, you can expect the movement, which each is going to do. Like Smoke with Legion Commander, you check he's level 6, he bought a tome, you know something's up. So they should position themselves well, especially Fear, to save people with Fate's Edict.
Approach coming on the bottom. It's Fear. He just walks right into the open arms of Ramses, and that kill doesn't feel like nearly as much effort.
And he gets bopped. Get that free 10 damage. Dude, I'm excited. I can't wait to see some of these team fights. I want to see how the Pugna and Oracle like actually get all these saves. I want to see a 5-on-5.
If they stack it, then it's like...
Dude, that'd be insane.
It could be disastrous. It could blow up in their own face. It could be the difference in, pulling out the fight in their favor, too.
Just going to see Pugna defending the middle tower by himself. Meanwhile, Arteezy is kind of... He's getting some free farm now that his tower went down. No one's really focusing on him because they're so worried about their middle tower.
What's he got now? Okay, Wraith Bands.
Yeah, not much. This is the first time he's really been able to get farm, and now he's just going to dominate the jungle.
He'll just keep to his business at the top lane for the time being and let the rest of his EG posse kind of go to work elsewhere.
Abed's just farming. Like, usually you see these Embers, they like to go gank, but they don't really need to, right? It's 3-3, they're up 1k. Abed's he was farming by the tier 3 top, tier 3 bottom. He's all over the place.
I mean, if they wanted to, like Ramses and, Fly and Crit could just go on these little 3-man expeditions and go for little pick-offs themselves.
I think they're nervous because I think now that crit 6 you can do that. You pretty much guarantee to kill. We'll see. He's waiting up top with Arteezy. Dire actually scanned. It is red.
He goes back in.
Ooh, but they may
There's
be outnumbered.
Oh my god.
They are greatly outnumbered, and Fear has his ult too.
They know something's up. It's good game sense from those two.
Too many missing.
EG's playing really well. Just reading the map, what they're doing. Brax still didn't use Duel.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
They will get Arteezy.
Needed that. Yeah, like you were saying before he did get that kill, they were, right? Just Abed farming one side, middle, possibly? They're looking, they want to get moves.
And they got Abed here.
The damage is close. Did he
get it?
He did. That was like 0.1 second.
Yeah, that was so close, but not close enough. Stuns out on 9. He's able to fend them off. And rotation's over from Mood now.
If Arteezy's alive, you probably dive there because he can TP with Chrono. Because he's dead, they get real nervous.
Rax running in confidently, trying to get to Abed, but may have overextended just a hair. Fear's there to bail him out. 9 steps in. They're trading. 9's very low. He goes to toss back, but Abed looking to dive right back in. Can they finish their plate? The save's there from Fear, and he's going to be good. Moose steps in. Oh. And Arteezy with the follow-up Chrono! Let's go, baby! Drops down the huge ult, blows up J.Storm with that setup.
It's not too soon to say this, right? EG's winning TI, Arteezy's back to the best player in the world, baby. Let's go!
Oh, man. They killed him in the top lane, and he just happened to be back at life, and I'm sure no one expected for him to suddenly resurface then and there.
And a 3-man Chrono, got 2 of them on the edges. That's a gigantic turnaround.
And they got the tower, so he's also pinged the top lane. It's in a good spot for him to farm. Also, they're going to need some vision, and you can see what the J.Storm wants to do. Fear, drawing on the mini-map. They want to have this rotation because they know someone's going to show up on the top lane and farm. I'm not sure if they can kill Faceless Void without Doom or without Tiny's Blink Dagger. That's a really no.
And that was a big waste of time for J.Storm because they committed 4 heroes middle to try to push middle tower and defend their own, and they end up losing the team fight and losing their tier 1. So all of a sudden, this top part of the map, it's not even theirs. Usually, like, Radiant loves playing in top Dire jungle, but there's 4 members of EG there right now.
All right, J.Storm on the move. Let's see if they can get something back their way. Oh, it's EG on the high ground, though. Able to break the smoke, and they will see what's coming their way. Yeah, they had that.
No one has a sentry, but I guess Fly is just going to buy one.
Yeah, he just placed it, and now they're, that's rough. That sucks for you. Place one, and you're like, yep, that's getting dewarded. Sorry, boys. Full Blade Mill on the Legion, doesn't go for the Blink.
I mean, you would pay that price if it was the difference between going up that hill into EG, and then
it's always worth to place a ward like that if you get something out of it.
But it is heartbreaking still. You're hoping to go in there and get the approach on EG, but they were a step ahead.
Yeah. Well, EG, they got that vision.
Trouble for Brax, possibly. Okay.
I think they realize
so
they're
fast.
Like, yeah, and he has a lot of. He has the Ice Ogre for himself, so he just pops that armor, and like none of the melees really do anything to him. He's pretty tanky. The drum on Gyro. I think they definitely still want to take some fights early. Like maybe after next Chrono, J.Storm groups up again. You don't want to fight into Chrono, but if it's down, they should feel like they're stronger on the map.
Uh-oh, trouble for Moo in the bottom lane. He just approached the creep wave to get a bit of farm in, and just like that, the dual combo comes out between Ramses and Crit.
We're going to see that combo a lot of times this game.
Yeah, the problem is they can't start a fight at all. You have position 4 and 5 who have no ways of initiating at all.
It's only the Tiny who's just now getting blinked.
And he got a Blink Dagger at not a really good timing. 16 minutes in.
Yeah. I'm really surprised it went. I think it was that gank top that like failed. It set him back like 2 to 3 minutes, it felt like. That's a lot of time early game.
Yeah.
I'm curious how, as you said, J.Storm is going to do some of the map.
It's scouting everything, so EG knows what's up. They're just going to play bottom part of the map now.
They'll finish that tier 2. Radiant, we saw that Fear drew that line like 2 minutes ago. They still want to be able to take down that tier 2. Open the map up a little bit even. What do you think Ramsey is going to go next? Do you think he doesn't have anything queued? Do you think it's a Blink, or is he just going to go like an
I think if he
item?
gets pipe, then J.Storm has no damage. Like, he's going to mitigate all the damage from Pugna.
And he is?
Gyro and Tiny. That's a correct choice.
It's
not because I've said it, but
because it is.
Because it's good.
He is going there it is, the hood. And I imagine to the pipe.
You have to be so smooth. Just now hit level 10. Meanwhile, Abed, he's 13 already. We haven't seen him in any fights. He's just been farming, and holy shit, he is farmed and high level. He's 3 levels above anyone else.
That's crazy. The top 3 cores of EG are the top 3 in the game right now.
I think once Abed gets his Maelstrom, they are just going to run straight
This is troublesome
at
right
him.
now for J.Storm. I mean, this is supposed to be a power peak. The Blinking Tiny, the Doom online. You know, you're supposed to be going around tearing up town with Gyro kind of pulling up in the wing, looking to shadow through for the late game. But EG already kind of in control at this point, and I imagine as the game progresses, their late game just gets more and more comfortable.
They're really limited on the damage, especially since Legion is going for that pipe. There's no physical damage whatsoever. Gyro doesn't have that much farm, only sitting at the 5,000 net worth, so it's going to take some time. They need to drag this game if they want to win it.
And that's going to be pretty... I mean, they don't even have the best high ground defense, right? Like, you have a Pugna who can blast me at the creep wave, but if he does that, he could just get jumped. You don't have, like, a long-range clear, it feels like.
Nah, you're, like, banking that EG, like, overextends, and you keep saving your team until they just kind of succumb to the chaos in the base.
Pretty much. It feels bad when your draft, pretty much, for the execution to work, you have to hope the other team makes a mistake.
Wait, why is Gyro going for Heaven's Halberd? They already have 2 ways to disarm people.
That's a good question. Nine's about to die middle, though.
Have Edict, and they have Decryptify. Bye-bye.
Duel's out. Damage successful. They're running on through, looking for Brax. He's silenced up, making his way from the back end of a Skywrath ult, and there's the finish. Abed cleans it, and they're not done yet. They have found Big Daddy Fear, and it's old Comrade Arteezy to help bank him down from the backside.
Nice. From Fear, he kills the range creep before he dies.
Yep.
It's about those little things.
Those little things.
It's not going to win them the game, but still, you got to keep the PMA.
Yep, you do. And Legion 300 gold away from that pipe now. They're just going to 5. I think they're going to do Roche, and they're just going to push your base probably. Damn. I didn't expect EG to look this good versus J.Storm, honestly. We saw game 1, it was kind of a beatdown, and now this second game as well. They don't look like anything's really changed from the other NA qualifiers last year. They look the same dominant NA self.
Yeah, certainly looking good for them to coast to major playoff position.
I'm trying to think, what's the big turnaround? The problem is, Lacoste said, like, where's your damage? You have this Blinkin' Doom, but you don't really have burst damage.
They're just going to disarm them to death.
Just 5 disarms. This is it. This is how we win.
Yeah, it's like Decrep blow up somebody with tiny stuff, but they have the pipe already. They have ways to mitigate that burst. So it can happen, but you'd have to hope that pipe's not there and EG are not really fully committed. It definitely requires execution error on the side of EG for J.Storm's profit.
And I like if you click on Legion, he has his hood locked so that he can pop it, and then when you unlock it, it actually resets the cooldown so then you can pop pipe.
Wow. My boy Grant with the smart things to say.
Thanks, Ramses. I needed that. He T-balled it up
That's
for
your TI invite, Grant.
Yep, it is. That was the one thing. I'm coasting for the rest of the year, dog.
Ice Frog's like,
done.
wow, this guy's smart.
Holy,
TI-10, here you go. All right, Ramses, or not Ramses, rather, Arteezy.
Nope.
Chrono Bubble.
Bye,
Moo just knows he's done for. Drops the ult, and his life is gone. 40 seconds, he'll be out of this one without a buyback here, and now it is J.Storm frantically trying to run back inside.
I will say, I think this game would look a lot different if you had Sumail instead of Abed on EG, because how Abed plays, Sumail, right, he is the playmaker and he likes doing stuff. Abed is completely fine just like farming up and doing that, and by doing so much of that, like Arteezy actually gets more space on the map from Abed just farming. It's kind of weird, but
it's not.
new style,
yeah, it's
different.
very farm heavy. So it makes me wonder what's going to happen if EG does go against a very imposing, rushing,
and they
aggressive
lose their lanes.
lineup.
That's
and they lose their lanes.
That's it. This is the desperations from Smoke from J.Storm. We got to do something.
It's definitely is. I could see a GG call if they fail this, because you can just already feel the desperation.
Call to action is here for J.Storm. J.Storm fans, put the hands in the air. Send them your energy. Let's see if they can rally for game number 2 against EG.
And I think J.Storm knows where they're at. They're on top of that cliff. Every Dire team, they will sit between those two tier 2s, top and middle, and they'll just play on that cliff.
Oh my god, Abed took the second Tome of Knowledge for himself. Even though they have 2 heroes who have XP talent, Legion and Skywrath.
Yeah,
that's a report. In my pop, that's a report for sure.
He's already done.
Yeah.
He's in low priority. Get out. Okay, if your Ember was 2-0-8 and stole your tome, would you still report him?
Yes.
Okay.
He needs to ask. I'll say yes. You can.
But he has to ask.
It's the unwritten rule.
Dude, I love when I remember when I was watching like my pretty low MMR friend play, and I loved watching because you could see like at 9 minutes 50 seconds, all these heroes just stopped moving, and you could tell they were clicked on the shop, spamming the buy tome. But it was actually super funny. There's 4 heroes standing still, spamming the button.
They have like side timers and add-ons to remind them.
He is getting the Heaven's Halberd. I don't know why. I really don't. Because if he's doing it for I assume it's for the evasion, but why not just get the talisman and turn it into a butterfly later? I guess it gives you some HP to survive, but as you said,
it's fine if you're playing from ahead. You get like S and Y, disassemble it, and get the butterfly, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
But right now they have 0 physical damage. I don't think that's the correct choice. Even though if he went for a different kind of an item, I don't think it would
be too big of a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
This is just the one he can afford because it is a little less costly. You can build it up pretty easily.
J.Storm currently residing inside EG's jungle front, pushing forward the top lane as best they can. EG had been pushed out the mid lane all the way. Now they're coming up into J.Storm turf. Ramsey's leading the charge. He gets hit with all sorts of firepower, still has half of his life in a glimmer. Arteezy jumps in, gets the chrono, just connects with one. Zonda Brax doesn't even finish him, goes back to help with the rest, and they're going to clean out a couple of cores. They're going to clean out Fear as well. Looking to go for the finish on the Brax, and they'll be successful there. Ramsey's with the double, Arteezy with the next one. EG
That's
all the way. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just going to say he got both dual kills, too. He actually got both the dual wins.
Wow.
He is feeling good.
And they only lose Arteezy for a buyback was there from Crit, but here they go, parading down the mid lane. J.Storm may have to chew through some resources to just mount any sort of defense, or they're going to not buy out and just take this one on the chin.
I'm curious if they're going to go for the route. I think they're just going to go for the tier 3 and back out. You do have the double damage, but you're still a little bit worried. Maybe not. They know Doom's on cooldown. Let's see. They're backing out.
Wow, simple enough. Tier 3 and back.
Yep.
14K net worth advantage, though.
Wow. Shrine and Roche, the good, simple plays.
Also, Bounty Runes are spawning in 10 seconds. Someone should TP to their shrine, pick it up.
Crit pinged it, but they're nervous. Yeah, they leave the shrine. They're like, wait a minute. We don't have enough damage for this without Void. Yep, will be 4 runes for EG. The rich get richer.
Is mine. My gratitude.
J.Storm maybe, I don't know. Do you think they'd have any sort of, I was going to say, sense of confidence after that exchange?
Not
I know they
anymore.
lost, but that one doesn't help.
Yeah, he had a sense of confidence, and he got shot down real quick. Oh, they might find him, though.
Okay, here comes kind of EG
tanky.
sweeping it a bit from behind. Ramsey's leading out the charge. No more mana to work with. Jump in from Arteezy. Still has 30 seconds for the chrono, but he sets his sights onto 9. 9 gets the ult from Fear, the false promise. He looks to retreat out with the blink. Is it going to be enough?
He'll live, but I think he'll still get run down.
Yeah, Abed is there. He eats a bit of stun damage, looks to go for the finish, and gets them both down. Fly dropped down the ulti there at the end. It's triple kill for Abed.
Damn.
I feel like EG's board game is on point. Every single time they see movement from J.Storm, so they can adjust accordingly and set an ambush. Like this ward, the one ward here, twice when they try to make a move, and now they're just going to go into Roche Pit to give Aegis the Faceless Void.
And he's going to have a BKB. I assume he'll probably farm the BKB, and then with the Aegis they'll push.
Yeah. Ember Spirit with Lincoln Sphere now can't really die. He's only afraid of Doom, so I expect the Faceless Void to pick it up.
Aegis into the pocket of Arteezy.
There's a BKB actually for Ramsey's already. Man, Ramsey's so farmed.
Yeah, he very farmed. Very good game for Ramsey's on this one. third in net worth, pretty much neck and neck with Arteezy at this point. Both of them only being beaten out by Abed, who had been pretty greedy in the farm sense for this game. Only really turning up a couple of kills in that last fight. Before that last fight, you know, was just a simple, what, 2-0. Now 5-0. EG getting quite big, quite gross.
Here they are. They'll get that tier 2. All of them are down. Now they can just split push all 3 waves and force Radiant to make a mistake or someone to go push out another lane, take a 5v4 fight.
Structures are fortified.
This is it. This is do or die.
Leap in.
Smells like die to me. I don't know how you feel about it.
It smells like death, yeah.
Toss in.
Well,
he takes the opportunity to drop down the chrono. The follow-up duel is going to be there on the Tiny to prevent them from doing anything else, and Arteezy is just corralling them back into their own fountain. They tried to bail each other out. Moves there with False Promise. It's enough for the save, of course, with that Shrine regen. Toss back again. Does earn them the Aegis kill.
Can he get
It's
out?
a bit awkward now. EG could be overdiving a bit. Arteezy backpedals. And Abed also on the retreat. They get 9's buyback. Brack steps in. He's got the Doom. Glimmer, though. Arteezy looking to walk himself back out the front door if possible.
Nice.
Jump in from
back.
9. 9 had been setting up a lot of shots here in this fight.
Back, though.
They do get Arteezy down, but like you said, 9 and his buyback are gone.
Did you know? I didn't realize Grimstroke, you couldn't throw the Phantom into Chrono. It stops when it hits Chrono.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that. That's cool.
Huh.
Not cool for EG, but yeah. I actually really didn't know.
Does it, like, continue
It just stops.
after the Chrono?
It continues after the Chrono, but it stops until the Chrono's over, yeah.
And Grimstroke instantly buys. For staff, they needed some kind of a save for Faceless Void. There he went way too deep.
And they didn't even get a Rax. They only damaged the melee, so that'll heal up. So honestly, it wasn't the best use of that Aegis from EG at all.
Yeah, it didn't really do
They didn't get anything,
no
actually.
detrimental damage to the base whatsoever. Pretty much just boosted up their net worth a couple of thousand further. But this doesn't take J.Storm out of the game. That is a nice snipe, though, to take out Moose for sure. But it cost them as well. Crit, who you know, has high net worth, has a bounty over his head, does hand over some pocket change to Brax. Buyback here.
Whoa.
Moose.
Oh.
Mid lane.
Middle, no.
They see Ramses, maybe a bit out of position. He's trying to taunt and run back. Who's on the chase? It's a little awkward. But is able to make it back to his EG brethren.
You can tell, like, EG knows they have a giant lead, but they're not just calming down and pushing as 5. They're all trying to, like, make individual plays. Crit gets that solo kill, but he dies. Ramses goes for a solo kill middle himself. Instead of playing as a team, they're just kind of... I mean, they're still 22k up, but they could just be playing this a lot better right now.
The problem is when you have Ember Spirit in your team, you need some kind of a damage that... some kind of flash track.
Confident high ground blinking from Brax. But he's welcomed with the duel, the toss up and down.
He's up in
the
air.
They lock him way up high. You can see him if he scroll all the way out, but it finally falls on down. They burst Fire Fear. They take out 9. They slaughter Brax. And then they take out the Pugna. It is a full team wipe potentially as EG chase Moo indoors.
Yeah, he's dancing on him. There it is. Are the G's going to... Are they finally end? They might just try to end it. Yeah, I was like, they probably have enough damage to do that.
Now they have, when 5 heroes are missing.
Yeah. These towers are doing some work to them, though. Yeah, they can't. They're like, holy shit, these do a lot of damage. They're back to the racks.
Just a Rax?
Like, Abed gets his full act. Not 25 yet, but don't matter.
So much net worth advantage.
I mean, J.Storm could have GG out 2 fights ago because, I mean, sometimes you just need to leave the game because you're not going to learn anything since you already lost the game and there's really no comeback mechanic whatsoever.
That's the problem. They just didn't have the damage, right? Like, well, the first 3 picks, well, they're going to go in. Might as well get a few more kills before it's over. Make them pay.
Ugh. Yeah.
But you talk about, like, the first 3 picks from J.Storm, right, were like counter picks to EG. But the problem is if you focus all on counter picks, then what about you just forget stuff like, where's our damage at?
What about the picks?
Yeah.
If you have counter picks only.
Yep, exactly. If you only have counters, you don't have normals. It's just... It's a philosophical debate we'll get into later, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think it's big brain time yet.
Yeah, not yet. Oh, are they going to get 9 one more time? Maybe.
They're trying. He's
They might get off it.
No toss back, maybe?
They're going to get him first death.
Right. Yay. Toss forward. And no, also.
All right, that's 1,000 gold just by getting those 2 kills.
They didn't even get mega bottom stands. They didn't get the tier 4s, though.
It's not over till it's over.
It's not. If they came back from this, how amazed would you be, Lacoste?
On a scale from 1 to 10, probably 7,000.
Okay, that would be impressive. The buyback. Oh.
This would be a huge comeback.
Yeah.
It would be huge.
Just because you look at their heroes, they're like, oh, they have a gyro. Like, that is their late game. You have, tree volley, I guess, on the tiny as well eventually, but not even yet.
This is some Doctor Strange 15 million to 1 kind of situation.
But what if J.Storm is Dormammu?
Then they have to bargain.
My God. Oh, Arteezy. He doesn't have a Satanic quite yet.
Oh, tried to go for the blink stop play. Very cute of Brax. I love it. But yeah, Arteezy's able to slip out the back door.
They're all behind him now, middle.
Mid, jump in, 9. Toss backs on Ramses. Could cost 9 his own life. BKB pop from Ramses. Arteezy leaping in. They go for the duel, and they catch Moo. Arteezy's sets up the back line. Solo swift takedown of Fear, and also getting Brax. AG just kind of scrapping together all the kills now as they've caught J.Storm in a bit of an awkward position in the mid lane. That's it.
Yeah, that's a 30K fight. The EG didn't even play that fight. I think J.Storm played it better, but you're down 2 items on every hero.
Yeah, I think EG could have won this fight without even using spells.
Just void right-clicking with BK. BKBs on their heroes, and that's it.
A little too far gone from them at that point. And, the Tide Turner maybe being a couple of those early gank approaches in the laning phase,
Honestly, yeah. That one gank by Tiny Top, he just fails, and all of a sudden this Ember's a level up on him. He's 500 net worth up. He can farm even more. It really is the little things in these laning phases, because I thought J.Storm, they had to come out of the laning phase better. It's just hard. Void Grim is a decent lane, and that bottom, Ramses and Crit just absolutely slaughtered it.
Yeah, they didn't have a playmaker besides Tiny, so they needed to secure Tiny's lane and give him a good timing on that Blink Dagger. But there's a problem. Pugna, does he rotate? He really does not. Same goes for Oracle. It's really, really tough, so he needs to be the one rotating. But all the wards from EG kind of scouted the movement from them, so he couldn't do anything.
You said that before, and it's true. Even Fear had some good wards. It's nice seeing wards being a bigger deal. It was every time. EG, they saw people running under ward, they counterplayed there immediately. It makes a big difference. 5 players, you can make a difference. Well, probably not you guys at home. You're bad, but no, I'm just kidding. You're great.
Well, if you were not bad, you'd be here, and we'd be casting you guys at home.
Yeah.
So, get on it next time. And maybe a bit of drafting situation. The Pugna, we didn't know if this was the intention the whole time. I don't think you.
Yeah, this is the disarm strat, which didn't work in the end.
We've learned. Yeah.
I don't think you have to build so much around that void and preventing what he could do.
I think you were right, though. I assume because 9 does play a lot of Pugna middle, and then they saw this Ember. Maybe they felt forced to move him to the 4. I'm not sure, but definitely didn't look that good.
Okay. Man, I had printed out the schedule over there, but didn't bring it over. But
here you go, young
day
man.
2?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sweet. All right, thank you, Grant.
You're welcome.
So that was J.Storm versus EG.
Jolotl versus Doze next.
Jolotl versus Doze next. Later, Young Suck Gaming versus J.Storm, and then after that, Doze versus EG. We'll cut to a break. When we return, more DPC NA qualifier action coming your way.